And we are live, guys. My name is Joseph Darling. This is the Men of High Value channel. Today we're going to talk about the greater good. And we're going to make good into an acronym. Get out of debt. Good. And it's the greater good. Alright, I'm beginning to become a bit tired of talking to people who are trying to establish their lives, they're trying to establish their dreams and to achieve everything that they want to achieve, yet they're massively in debt. Some of them are just a little bit in debt, but it pulls them back to the past. If you're thinking about taking a hike up to the top of Mount Everest, or a very much smaller mountain that you're trying to climb in terms of your goals, the last thing that you need to do is to bring with you unnecessary baggage. You need to bring what you need in order to have capacity to achieve your goal. That's the only thing that you need to bring with you. Everything else is a problem, and it's a massive problem that needs to be handled in advance before you start climbing the summit. What is the purpose of bringing baggage with you up the mountain and making you tired if you're not going to achieve your main goal, which was to climb to the top of the mountain? Get rid of your baggage first. So I would say the first habit, or the first task, the first goal, the first everything needs for you to be getting out of debt. That is the greater good. Okay, so how do you get out of debt? Why is this so important? Well, let's think about it. First of all, yes, it's your finances, but it's also other things that will bring you back to the past. Okay, but let's take care of finances first today, and then we can talk about the other stuff tomorrow. In terms of your finances, do you have perfect overview? Do you know exactly who you owe money to and when those deadlines are? Do you know what the interest rates on your different loans are? Are you eliminating your debt, like let's say for example your worst debts first? Okay, there's something that's called a snowball effect, which is basically that you're supposed to start with the smallest amount of debt that you have and then pay it off completely so that you're done with it. It's not producing any interest rate, and it creates a small victory for yourself. And then you take that money that you were paying monthly to that creditor, and then you transfer that to paying the next one faster. Okay, because now you're basically taking the down payment of two things, and then you're paying down double on the next creditor. And then you take to the next level, and then you're 3-timesing it on the next creditor. Does that make sense? So one small step at a time, you're creating a snowball effect of massively eliminating debt. When you come to the end of the cycle and you've completely cleared debt, what's pretty cool about it is that you've developed a massive cash flow. Because think about the month after you've finished your debt. You will have massive cash flow coming in to your bank account every single month. You will have massively lowered your expenses, and you will have massively increased your income. The cool part about it is that the richest people in the world are usually people who had a lot of debt in the beginning. And they mastered cutting down their expenses, and then they found out that they could actually be just as happy on those low expenses as they were when they were with zero cash flow, and their expenses went up every single time as their income did. Okay, but when you completely separate yourself from the crowd and massively decrease your expenses, as you increase your income, you develop a cushion, a monthly cushion. That's what you want. And to be honest with you, that cushion is more important than your long-term goal. Because without that cushion, you're not going to achieve your long-term goal. So stop establishing habits and stop thinking about your long-term goal before you've achieved control over your finances. Seriously, use reporting as a way to actually fix your finances. And yes, think about your long-term goal, but the number one thing that you need to do in terms of your long-term goal is to fix your financial baggage. This is the Men of High Value channel. My name is Joseph Darling. I will see you again tomorrow.